Elections have been predictable in the UK for decades. It's how they worked. Conservatives in power, then Labour, then the same again. The United Kingdom's elected representatives have long raised comments that the posturing so often aimed at embarrassing the other side might not fairly reflect their responsibilities. 2015, however, might see a less clear-cut outcome and take the wind out of some of those sails. This year makes political history. The first to gather in the same studio 7 party leaders for a televised debate, not just the usual suspects. It didn't look like the traditional big ones could carry this election on their own. The smaller ones upset the apple cart, and they will insist on a say in how the apples are stacked after they're all counted. They will have that say in spite of a more than 100-year-old electoral system that has never worked in favour of smaller political formations, but rather the large. The UK is divided into 650 parliamentary constituencies, each of which is represented by one Member of Parliament, MP, in the House of Commons. The candidate in each who wins the most votes gets the seat. This is called first past the post. Either a party's candidates are numerous enough to form a majority and thereby it governs, or no party breaks the 51% ribbon and you get what's called a hung parliament. It's happened 5 times since 1910. In this picture, the party with the most MPs can form a minority government and try to govern, or teams up with others and a coalition governs. That's what happened after the last general election in 2010 and is expected this time. Votes have scattered. But even if a small party got 25% of the votes, the first past the post in each constituency system means it might only muster a handful of MPs. There was an attempt to reform this in 2011. A referendum was held on whether to switch to an alternative system, but it returned a resounding 2/3 rejection of change. This election leaves the floor open to show stealing and then horse trading. That will be the persuasion match. I'll be your best friend if you will do X for my party/constituency/national cause. No one can say who will end up in whose pocket. There's quite a potential for embarrassment.